Assalamualaikum badingolu ngal kontong mobe dawda anibe watu watjo konton roko nansnal bismillah na programo min kasrojang lokong nengian temben sita jamano Bari malo Mustafa Jammeh min besirin programo kun nanyin tembeng yo ala de marado korengen murda nanya alfal min ketaram fe lokumo kun ninyan temben sita iben fe yin temben studio kono yo nte fe ofen kelambe tentulambe yela nzebula ining lamar naling jiberala nyo kontong ni obreje inshallah senadung kaca kono bi kaca kono bo fanula ba diala bake katum kulo miyalon ko ay banku dingol lema demolition exercise is it legal or illegal yo budon de feofen gela commune dalda ka kenyamen ka fole ko bayri sokoret kadia wolo fangol da kono sa folo Suleiman Jeng bokki de kati ñu la de nuyu mala nuyu sol bismillah ci bunti programme jamano sol
jërëjëf Alhaji Mustafa yow it delloo naa la fay na la maa ngi laa sant di la gërëm ci taxawaay bi nga taxaw di ensure ne civic education programme bi am na every week whether am nañ a guest or not maa ngi nuyu suma collègues yi on the panel Ajaratu Ndey naa taay moom ama yaa ngi lifin de ma ne ko taay nanguloo de
yaa ngi tooñ sol bayal tooñ
ma ne ko Ajaratu Ndey taay nangul
and I'm struggling with a severe backache. That's why I'm standing, you know.
mu ngi ne ma ngi naa nuyu di leen sant ñu seetaan tamit ma ngi leen naa nuyu di leen sant di leen gërëm di leen jaajëf ci saa yu nekk ngeen ñëw teewee di ñu seetaan di ñu déglu di bokk ak ñun xalaat ba pare maa ngi also gërëm ñoo xam ne dañ dee share programme bi buga mu dem viral dañ dee make seen comments whether they agree or disagree with us ñun ñëpp appreciate nañ leen te dañ dee naw seen comments yi because ñu nit dañ dee jàng ci comments yi ngeen dee make jërë ngeen jëf
jërëjëf Sol am nañ feedback boo xam ne I'll share it with you lot am na koo xam ne mu ne programme bi am na solo lool nañ ci dee am gërëm torop waa maanaam ngëriñ torop so bugga nañ join programme bi maanaam yónnee naa link bi pour ñoom ñu mun a join pour ñu mun a déglu programme bi ba pare mun koo share loolu am na solo lool loolu is a good feedback thank you am nga banku doko to man kena ma ko mun together we can do it and pull together Binta famo keta budum ba falo ko ebisimila Binta mo kende Binta ibe mute la dem madu ngaji be fonde sa bonde no ba I think you're on mute okay go on alpha
okay yo assalamu alaikum do mo be konton e toni konton ala yakatu de alam business okay nyalam so sometimes nka buka fenge de al mbal be konton na wala al hekatu wala ndey be konton na famo keta Suleiman nke ken be konton na ba ka nyi don taw konton na bi to fana bi man taw konton na man taw to fana bi to fo ba din ta to ndey lefta bi yelan kandrong ala kila bi lan kandrong ala dukar ke dan yamo min dom man taw konton oncle man taw konton yamo man taw to kula bi ala baraka
UDP brukatale ko UDP brukatale ñina bamba
bamba Bamba yara ñomin kaltamu jarati ko ñomin kaltamu jarati Bamba mbe kontona on behalf of Albamola family mbe kontona Bamba mbe kontona baki
a jomalta atata na malon fo kala le fu minto ay wala kango kan
ala baraka
ene mbara ke ndey butun sebula ene mula yokonte ndey Jobarteh.
Ya, Bafala, assalamu alaikum. Balbe kontona, lamoira and jibira, be fana be kontona. Be na panelisol nimmel katara wato wati, Suleiman and Binta and then Bamba Mas balbe kontona fanang and Mustafa be fanang kontona and thanks ko wato wati. Ika bundayele and kamik so ko nyeke. Yeah, be okay, mangtara, full swing, but yeah, ala barka bake.
Ene barabake pour que molbe hakilo bulandi Bamba butung sebule mol kontong anden ngana hakil bulando ke Bamba Mas. Okay, Bamba
mbulolu be mutare walantinna men katen konton na ngalo na be silare mbakela yalo nyimbankun mbele denda nyimbankunna ko nin sadio e sulolu kuma kan mo e sadio babu mo fon ko na bo kunja ke fay larandala ko so ntasi men fono do wala bamba be janna mam fa folo mbenna sister konton na ndey mba konton na bake ñing kenno men fanan ka fan kamane ande ko tota sa suti asita ma man hani tala suti yala mba fanan konton na bake Mustafa mbe konton na atol mul men be lamoro mbal be konton na binta yen konton mon konton be konton na hani la boso anam borom ba konton ndol buka sila ndol ka fala ka fengala atol la buka hani ndol tolo fala dro bari mbe mo be konton na menu ke surtout atol lamoro lalo al kuma yata bake atolle kam ma koy kol beto ko kube kala atolle kan de mato mbal tentula mbal jeyla because alla input nyin ani wato dobe alka message sol menu ki akoy bakele pour ngam fam ma koy isaje se diamolu keku mol menu faranka nyin karol ke mbal fanan tentula mbal jeyla Mustafa wato na tentulo ni jeyro be kan dron ila banko kano kan bare mbatum folo jannimbe fenkela na fado na nim ite kala lo marum na fado sa fangoy sum ajela na ci ñame amira network kolam yo network kolam mudu Mustafa yajele na fado bondile na fado dum kale ñinjela yajele ñiña sifa membe na fola
jinna nete munko abuga hani grey kolala na yaje
budun nen dasi mem fono Mustafa ko de fo nyaay ñin na foje yaje la be naysir ñame yaje la be ñiyar ñame yaje safara bala UDP yaje say ne yow kutama dinne ko ngawodum nga ñin na fa do bonde so mbal tentula mbal jela Mustafa mbetar la miwt le bari mbel la moy la nin diamo sita man sina molu katiandi ala baraka assalamu alaikum
barabake Bamba akumata bin nakacha ko ngol lafta nga min jibe bi wolon nying demolition exercise min be caring Gambia because near jibe akuo Musa fonola atatala a bit controversial and then model bije yaje ko silolom model bije yaje ko amanke siloti but min kumayata nying ko be kono wo fo anil loy nyotale bang killing flanjang ning wo bala wolom fo because ne jibe ko minka banku dingol tora ninko civic education pour kamol fahamni akumata bakele nde mbeten tula bake sol fanan anim binta anim bamba you be yetentro fonte baremba tentro murundele kam bake katun inu be dimbayatiyo long do kulalom imbanko ka ekela hajul lebula. This would go in records. Katun model bijang wala katara audio nying jenjandi kanne bika video lamay bar audio nying ika jenjandi la kata dulaleto as an evidence ko amanke ko diaspora kol tolnga Gambia konne niajen kanna wato bula purkana kamol faham de jang handing fresh call bela oi dimbaya la programo bije do bije ka koronda purena jam pur banko kano ka tandi because ndolbe mbedamen ngajele abe nyamen lafta ya fana ye tara wala nyama isaje ni tata ifanan sing nganyano yala wala it could be something me alon ko mbesa fono together ntolenga nyinke nyola so wala na jang aka kumaya nye purun kana jam bake de to keta nyawnya so rin kumbonya wala na bi kumi banko dingol ma kumi banko model ya faham dolma faham wala nying demolition exercise mimbe kering Gambia banko kang sila fanundo mimbe kering so nyi sila fanundo mukuleti mi alonko malom fo anin luwa e nyota le bang fanning luwa ma nyota bar ma minkela binte ne hakilo tujang nsinete follow ya ngenyi ninka nyin demolition o mimbe kere wala sila fanundo mimbe kere itala bota Gambia science fo isa fono nye ila jeroto yamera nying sila fanundo mimbe kere because model bije walmon kontana kola yamera anin luwa tata le fanning luwa manta anin munamu itala jeroto je bidda.
Assalamu alaikum again. Falcam moil, alcam moil ba.
Gemela clearly.
Yo, uncle al hekatu domanda assalamu alaikum again. Nte se min fono nyinto nte nyaaye minje kantu momo ni fate da margite la kaburo kono nyaaye minje Gambia. Ngamin encounter Gambia. Ni fitara Gambia de ni ko kuyale mun kamala. Ika ambulance o jele pour ka tambe. Motol be lo rinsulo kan motol min be lo rinsulo kan imang side imang genkeno pour moliye pour ambulance o tambe ngawo denje nyaala le kilinta fulanta samante ni bota nang banjulu science nta tata Gambia le fombata ge mandun sera funda marse kon kabir nata America jang up to date na almost close to 20 years muka dun sera funda marse kon mi yana muka dun there is no road silatije ibuka tambino nkata fosera kunda police station otoka ko fo kata sita bako motole ibuka ta mol sita fasilo kan ndebota dami mfangoto kombo kono tujere tanje ni futata tanje marsebe tanje sate kono bari bada to motole molbe sirim dami ikata fo moto cinkala fila fir lali mala pour ye nyori fango ise problem ndara tanje motol moyem bun ice bulo ko la jere mun kamala pip akomina nga pip nyor pour nga tambi malla fi kama dunga ma man sa se muta ayem bung ay su bulo ko la je andu ayem bung ay su bulo ko min na je ay na moto wero tinyaaje alo ala molle ya muta nyeje bara ay minefo ako abe firo amam blast abe sila dame that's not right ni bota woto ifuta tonte buru kata bruce bi police station ngam marse ge je marse ba sukuta marse mi yalon ko yalo fo ya bang marse be lori moti je moment son tale janga nyinen karol ka because wato man I don't think ko yin demolition obina nganyinen ka mo ko nyin marché bi jande mol musol man son nala jang mun ko mene kata musol man son nala jang tipa garasi bi ka tambi wota tipa garasi ni moto tata you will spend almost 3 hours pour e finti sukuta sate ko no ka futa sera konda that's not right tonya mobe kanyini ndiro ke dame ika fengo soto damento ike baluno damento dela muy yaat bar ninga silolu bula pour motor ka tambino dame accident ci na Gambia bar accident siyata nyama siyata mfangol le ni bot airport pour kanana kantu nga gel science we birijo millo science birijo ko nga mol gege fi wala je America je nyama ma ndebe America jande maaje jande fania bar ni afo bi dol se bulela yen ngi so kuma foya tara wonte mobe mo kay balu dame dela mu yaat bar wo birijo koto birijo min lota mayel folo ngam morge ngage tabulo laaje nganye sannar ge be fi rola je that's wrong ni futata Gambia ko jande na capital of fonda ni futata banyu marché ko ntene man taw kabinta nga America ta kuma sa nen man dum bangen marché there is no road silo be kam molia be muta be mu firu dulal tibita mun ton ni afo bi al hekatu ni afo dron ndenga jel ko at least kabiri ngaje en demolition start nyana ta dulal do en tata birkama ntata gele bari kabo police station do kata fire station ma fangale gente ma woto bar bile na demolition en nata lon ko fire station ni police station e manjam fanyola ibu ko dulal suute no ibu ka bondi no nyoto bari ali hekatu do because ni ya fo bi ay doli febo aman doli febo sa fay lata man salakan or something definitely nyanta na bankola nyanta de dalal definitely to be candidate ali hekatu pour nga
no bari alon lafta min lon na woto womu ila jerol to yemin je bari ti amira fo ha inya e min je wala fo bari alon imamira ko fere la nyanta tarala laring janning ika wodulal mawo nyama pour ka fo ko jannal batara jang altara jang imamira fere la nyanta tarala laring woli ele fo
bar ni man sak ni ko bo fere la wen la wobe kala wen la bo kala wo marse mi lota sukuta sabi yo marse mi lota je sukuta law gadin ba marse mi lota ga marse banta mol ke man tala fido je was munon problème ot because ni what mi dibe sirin tipa garasi ni tata o marse kon tipa garasi lo be sola jel mo jama ka fasilo kan nkado ambulance lo kan mol bilen kan nyantam fongalo bilem la again because ni ko mo ambulance o kata abuka sila soto abe tambila dame abuka sila soto
modol sa fo jamun to la balud lalde fo
so bari wo balud la imalon ko ni be siri wotete wasilo blok wo moto min kanana aka mo samba moy accident so very serious accident be bleed kan angenta futan loptando this certain amount of time amount futan no je ni wo fata silo ka itama you have the responsibility of that alin je fanan korosi nin kon na banko ita nyaato fonga ku kede ban nin kon na banko ta la nyaato sorry to say da ba kole ala de pourko nin be kon na baludula nin be kon na ban tala korda bale yen inata gele je garade mo nata no mala kon na korda ni tilo tema pour ay bitiko lo je nka atekela akonya bu hana bugulo nka pour mo atekela because minam silo la mu jetu wa silo min bije ala man tankala nin ko te next korda be opposite school la itala ta firo la school o balaje ni yake je ala man tankala dindi won min ka baje kanana ni moto mi e dindi o baja man ke ta is my responsibility mi mu korda tiyo man son ninta man son do man son banko bitale
Suleiman, your thoughts? Demolition.
I think the Soko said law, I wouldn't say it is illegal. It's only illegal to fake any Henangur Bange encroach into leased properties or private properties. You have already Nyokomum Sampanenko amning legal documents. Why Soko said law come ni binta explain ñun ñëpp xam nañ in the Gambia nit ñi dañ dee encroach dañ dee build on the road along the road dañ dee build am na koo xam ne is like moom comme like xam nga fi yoon ni pavement bi am na footpath moom dafa build like a stall si footpath bi ba pare di fay borom kër gi luwaas nga xam ne yow build loo even si biir kër gi yaa ngi xaar si yoon bi understand so da nga gis ne loolu pour ñëw demolish ko is not illegal because moom këram agut si footpath bi so su allow anybody pour mu build foofu kooku di ko fay rent moom ak kooku yëpp am nga ñu ngi jalgati luwa bi te Lena is like it's very difficult why so seetle the history of all the developed nations amut fen boo xam ne the development come easy none of it came easy and most of it came through rough and hard times dafa am leaders yoo xam ne they were bold dafa am leaders yoo xam ne xam nga they had an objective and they wanted to drive that nation to where it is today by taking certain measures yoo xam ne did not go down well with the majority of the people. Why Chase and Syria enjoy, the results of those hard and stand decisions. Okay, so say like Bruce with the Boka. The union is ne after your or I guess see living see towns. You konyo hamne hen hanga living konyangi tuti because ninyangi encroach into yoni. You say you like Southern Sudan or ngai ekate war face binga duga hen half a meter or nga duga half a meter. So you na did them then they know okay li mu wax exemple marché boobu yoo xam nga soo demee marché Serekunda si kaw tali bi la gaay di jigéen ñi ak góor yi ñëpp dañoo lal seen pañe yi lal seen taabul yi so da nga gis ne loolu daf dee congest loo because moto yi duñ mun a duñ mun a romba nit ñi duñ mun a romba because yaa ngi jël lifin bi food party nit ñi so ñu ngi ko use for commercial purposes su fekkee ne xëy na dëkk bi dem na ba fees loolu local government responsibility la pour ñu identify a place ne léegi nañ use this place ñu build new markets for these people.
waaw suma xelaat soo loolu suma observation moo di waaw xam nga suma observation ci fànn googu mooy fooguloo nañ war a have a structure in place or alternative in place balaa ñoo start process bi yëpp su ko defee ñi they don't feel ne affaire yi dañ ko bugg a politicize or dañ si bugg a dugal loo xam ne parce que ñeneen ñi ñu ngi wax ne ñu ngi njëkkalantu OIC bi moo tax ñu ngi def ni ak yeneen so loolu doon na loo xam ne fooguloo ne
it doesn't matter whether ñu ngi njëkkalante OIC bi or not. The fact of the matter is ne ñoom waruñoo encroach ci yoon yi in the first place waruñoo tabax foofu without consulting with the government like physical planning ñu dem laajte ñooñu ndax dañu war a
those things has been there for a while so not
yeah they've been for a while but it doesn't make it right. dafa mel ni rek ngay break the law and nobody arrests you. It does not make you been right for breaking the law. The fact that you are lucky, you've not been caught. Why that does not make you, a good person because they break the law constantly. So these people have been there, and the government begin the need or amunion project be for say ne try new develop fee or new expand ko. And then time and the leverage you co use. That does not make it right or does not give them the ownership of that place. So ñoom war nañoo xam ne biñ ko bill moomuñ ko they know ne moomuñ ko so obviously su nit ñi waree ñëw tey di ko yaakaar dee sut noo ne loolu man su doon man duma leen compensate ba pare dinaa leen charge for the labor bi ma use ak resources yi ma use for demolishing the place because in the first place waruñ faa nekk. So anything loo xam ne government spend na pour demolish ko they should pay for it dañ ko war a fay. Su fekkee ne like Yankuba li mu wax gars yi dugg nañ ci biir garage bi di fa demolish loolu nga xam ne local government be ko moom waruñoo dugg foofu without liaison. I can understand na those people mun nañoo yóbbu gars yi to court am nga ask for compensation and stuff like that waaye ñoo xam ne ñu ngi bil si yoon bi ak yooyu di encourage am nga encourage ñooñu man I've got no mercy for them. And man suma amon suma yon, government would even charge them for the labor they've used to demolish those places. They should pay for the costing. The family fee cancelled. So what gaining somebody fee ko yo hamne. Yo ya ko wara sani ulo.
So if you observe it, so the observation be like it's like physical planning. They've been seeing that has been there. Since they've seen that. Fogolo ñom dañ warona intercept ñi before it gets out of hand nah?
Because I'm not two cases
why now? Because one thing has been there
well lima wax moy ne am na ñaari case scenarios ñu ko xolé bena mun nga corruption could be one of the factors ñu turn a blind eye to it until now ñaarel bi mun na nekk a political influence. Let's say for instance man ma dem bill si bena koñ ma feel ne fi mun na fi tabax kër like Eti Johnson or yooyu so ma feel ne okay ma ngi support NPP guys suñu waxee dinaa dem call Barrow or dinaa wax somebody else ko xam ne dinañu ma taxawal waaye li ma fail to understand mooy xëy na Barrow su fa jógee beneen government su ñëwee du ma amati the same support that I'm enjoying at the moment. So ñooñu suñu waxee dañoo change loolu dañ ko demolish they will xëy na man léegi demolishing ko because feel nañ ne am associated with the ruling party so loolu is not an excuse So if def lo xamne is wrong, you know ne li momuloo ko. All those people ñoo xamne ñu ngi encroach ci yoon bi xam nañ ne kenn mayu leen place boobu. Nobody gave it to them. So ñoom ñoo jóg defaral ko seen boppa. So pour government bi ñëw demolish loolu, I think the government is in its right place. The only thing, like I said, I would have added if I were in the system, dina don't charge guy for all the label lima use for demolish living at costing of cleaning that place. They will all pay for that.
So ko seetloo tam waaw soo ko seetloo ñi waroon a def seen liggéey nekkuñ di def seen liggéey ba leave it till it's too late and then you want to charge them. You think how would that sound like, Sol? Because you are on themselves planning. They've been observing that, like this guy making this comment here. They've been there. Till leave it how late.
That's what I just said. Every government is a continuity. So then government do muna complete all developments at the same time. Yo danga dorli. In our previous discussions, governance is a problem for like a system. Proper systems, accountability is there. So bearing that in mind, it would be difficult for me to talk wow, physical planners, they should have done this, they should have done that, different. Why even the new demarcated villages. So they in the towns and some of the villages, it's like don't understand. You go to certain places, the next streets from one end to another. So pie don't demarcate, like for instance in Brufut. I'm not saying Kondanata come to Konyangi is very wide and clear. While in other places, Lulu Amut. Like in Serekundana, Dugasi Birker, or danga am pour jaar si biir kër génn si beneen kër duga si beneen kër. So naka ngay make a street in those places because the initial planning wasn't there. Yes, Ndeye.
Yes, I agree to some extent. Ak Suleiman and Bintu, we all agreed in principle and legally to demolish. To remove people from who are on the road because they are not supposed to be there, because people need safe transportation. We've seen accidents, we've seen people spending hours hours bi amuñ yoon amuñ fu ñoo ñoo demee soo waree dem Serekunda to Banjul can take you 4 hours parce que nit ñaa toog si yoon bi waaye lu nekk dafa am sarta ak nuñ ko defee man foofu laa am problème because ñii soo ko xoolee Gambia ñun xam nañ ne ñi gën a wala yi jaay yëpp ñu bari jànguñ ñu bari xamuñ loi bi ñu xam nit ñi soo dégloo sax dañ laa wax ne maa ngi fay tax lan tax ñu maa demolish and loolu rek moo laa woon the lack of knowledge xamuñ kenn jàngalut leen kenn waxule la ñoom fiil nañ ne su ma taxawee fii sax as long as man maa ngi fay tax then man aw ma benn problème because foofu war na fa
physical planning ñoom ñu bàyyi la noonu waaw.
That is the understanding of the ordinary person who have the munge jai. So, legi system be back to the system, which I also agree with Suleiman. The system no fail put the same ligay. And legi, the citizens are paying price low hamne amunchi dara to do because man kay no way fee. Mangi deka fini. Suma genon si mbede. Tek pa suma table di jai. Give me a few minutes later, police ma fi waru lo fota fi du jay kay fi du place nga tam. Just a few minutes madam si structure buñ taxawal. Marché yi ñu def open market yi fi no way nga xamne da nga jënd place suma jëndut place dugo ma si structure mo fa demé tek suma dara dañoo ñëw ne ma fi waru lo fe taxaw. Légui man bi ma déglo some of them ñuy explain ñu la wax ne la nga tax ñu ma génné fi man bi ma ko déggé sax it's not like bi ñëwé sax approach ma because munon nañu ñëw OIC road bi or construction yi yaga nañ di ko wax ñu ko def last year munon nañu depuis last year o evolas wax gaay ne len ñëw 1 to 1 ne len look li lay situation bi dang fi wara gëna ñu la may holia fi American embassy bi biñ doon extend nit ñi dañ demonstrate people around and bëgguñ ko fa they don't want it there and this was like 3 good years negotiation ak neighbors before mo exit So government be doing what talk last minute. Ñun suñ kër was affected. Suma yaay bitika bi was affected. And you know what is funny about this thing? Suma sister bi ma callé mu ne ma gaay ne suma yaay dafa wara génné li finam bi ci bitikam bi mbar bi. Honestly, we are far away si tali bi. Dañ sori tali bi torop sax. But of course it's on the highway. And we must suma sister callé, we all agreed. Ne, you know what? Remove it. Because why? Man, the guy is rude. I watched it. See, he is very rude, inhuman, disrespectful. People, these are people in distress. 22 years. Bena why Munko explain. Mangi talk fee. 22 years. Mangi pay tax. Talk fee. Can we money finger how the wrong? We have to take that part of it. Because Gambians are very ignorant of the law. Nobody explained to them. The council, I'm paying tax to the council. Feel our town. People live in alone. So my sister no, why they saw the Taliban? Manako no. What I don't like about this, the rudeness and the attitude of this man leading it, and I don't want my mother to be treated anyhow. So go call the carpenters, get them to remove it. Let him not get near there. And of course, Sumayai, no. I disagree in this. Manako, I disagree, but this should be demolished because, in fact, Purwa Sumayai muna understand how much I don't want these people near there. Moine manako ni Yaya Jammeh gaile gurgi changed. The government is the same, and I'm gonna experience with Yaya Jammeh and his people. So dara change you see dekabi. Don't involve yourself. Get them nenko gede. Sumayai nama. Why Thursday lenyo? Wahaman Johma be Sunday. Manako in fact try nenyo hayo manako nyena ni wahunta nyop. Sumayai even that. Man mun ko def access to madara sona luma parce que do mam yang ci biti we did it within seconds. We fixed that because we have the money, we have the resources. How many Gambians ñoo mëna tok nga jox leen Thursday 22 years bitik bangi first step marchandise yang fa first step ñu ko gis live on video li no bu fen nga ne ko mayna la next day parce que man lo like ci video bi albe bola jane saman kanale bi alia be clear. That is inhuman. That is inhuman. That is even illegal, even I should call it. Even though process B is legal. Mandama believe the government be
way of doing it. Yeah. Wow.
Then go over a plan, inform land, couldn't fact demolish Kubanya Gena. Yes, I will agree with Suleiman in that point. If they give them enough notice, Kufabanya Gena, then let demolish charge for staying there. Yes. Why mana being called defe is very wrong. And then two, your government, you said the Kabange collapse. Unemployment is killing you. So hale yange desi gate bi. Nit ñu ndaw ñi tok ci biir marché bi di defar seen things di sara liñ ci am nga jël ñoo tam def leen add leen to the unemployed list and the destitution. What kind of government is this? One person government moy xalaté non. So man, this is where I have the problem.
So waxe ci marché bi it's like
even there was a man 22 years mu ngi am bitik fofu 22 years so gisee bitik mu ngi fess dafa marchandise peace lu nekk nga ñoo nga ne koku and then very rude koku ngi try to communicate ne la okay dina ma jël time because elek mënu ma gëné li dama need time isi suma doomi isi suma xalé
I think I would agree with you ne henna I would agree with you.
What kind of human being is this man? In fact, I'm so upset with this man.
I would agree with you, ne. What enough notice?
Yes.
I do agree because Nikki don't
remove it. He has the means. He has the resources.
They should give them enough notice.
They didn't do
that. Why failure to give them
Mustafa
makes it wrong. Let me just
Mustafa.
an example.
Mustafa.
Give me 1 minute.
Afo Suleiman Eko.
13 Baji when he was alive.
The way Suleiman Sodomandindro. Suleiman,
let me just finish this and then you can comment.
Okay.
13 Baji, I think he was then operations. Man, I was just a cadet officer. Understand? So I was working with him. So this is Master Serekunda, Judesi, Juma Serekunda, nga cross that big tree, mainly with them towards Dibakunda. so jigéen ñi dañ fa di jaay nga dem si biir marché bi dugga pour dem si garage Serekunda nga gannaaw marché bi am na fu nga jaay lañ fa doon jaay so dañ dee dem wax ak ñoom ne you need to move fii yoon la understand and guess benn jigéen li ma mu ne ma nii ma man dama xool ma suma so from that tatin na famille dafa kick boolam bi understand now imagine yow senior officers ñu ngi ñëw ñu ngi wax ak yow they're asking you to move and you've been just so sarcastic with them. Understand? So the following week, being with new giant burui, new like a living ganari, just to dig in the police station for and I'm on a Benhama, then PMU like stall being defense digging and all those things then will affect, you know, the mobility of the place. So you get congested place. So those people bring movement again. Even if you tell them 100 times, because feeling the popular and Harris, so they're not gonna do.
I'm sorry before Kidi knew Bamba knew. Why wouldn't government be or the police work with the council as well? Because of that working relation is very important because yen solely them as police officers, maybe your police council tax. So why wouldn't the police work with the council? Look and pin them down because government has right to pin them down. Pin them down there. You councillors are going out there to send this message. Talk to this because councillors they could have organized like that. So what if they married? You hang Mary Marseille, you know, then very end of their body. Why did they understand? Because not them coming can go Ganyaka. We are jigen mugina, mom amudara, simply cambilator, holiday fee, school fees, everything. And I think he was fairly blind. You have to remove that one. Nga put in your list of unemployment crisis with the kabi amni. Gambia neti leso ni nyaka. Gambia nini nyaku nini toro. You are adding this group of people to the debt once you have already gone ligay amu.
Yalo ndenga mira loto membe caring Gambia.
There is no money.
Suleman membe caring Gambia. No. I think Suleman, you're getting it wrong.
No, I'm not.
I hear the president saying, did he lie to Allah by increasing his salary? Did he lie to Allah? Yeah. I was shocked to hear a whole president telling people in distress, people he's leading, he's running, he's helping to say that Allah. For president Allah le kabraya la below some parliament. For president Allah kabraya la turning increase from 10 million to 30 million. Allah saradika increase for Allah le.
No, they come for is very true. Yalo Mustafa Munebe caring. You know, demolition on men thing. Abe banko for all the economy tinyaka. Because petty trading need you to tala. Ateleka banko samba. Petty trading nam ka banko samba. Ni mol men bebe marché auto. Mulla balwol le be bulu. Ya fahamle. You men be ka wasro ke ñu ka dimbale dañini. Musu jama bi je ike mañolu they are not able.
But hani sungul.
Non so demande do so. Hambe so demande do so demande do. Yalo so ninga tarambe ko. Ning be kom de banku do ko wala. Let us be very genuine to the people.
Yeah.
Ñim manke banku do ko wote ñim mutti ñaaro lati. Nim man sakunda alafta silol fanundila. Mbele ngalon ko sanji mu wonnen feng ñi silol be detering. Sanji mu won anim feng. Baro e sanji worowla ni fo sanji sayle keje fo wotuma baro malon ko silo be deterene man sakunda malon ko silo be deterene ni lafta silo fanundila. There is nothing wrong with that, but you have to communicate to the people. Inyanta ka election campaign yol ke nyame fo ko tan don communicate la wanyamal ka fo ko ni wañi karna la de December waran ni Christmas o botala mais silo fanundila la de mobe la ko ni silo li de fanundila ni Christmas o botala bari ka fo ko ngamolu inform le amanke ko every day itata dulato be mo kilo tar la jele sometimes mo la hajol siatal pour que mo lu bonni silo kam much mo onte ma men understand iko ka silaba lelu falundi but why going inside the market mona nebe du na marché ko ibe mo lu bonni la
bamba mi feya ndey so bande
I look at the be dame. Woni silo
Ndey songa diam ibama la ko demande. Ndey. But ani ke bam ndey so demande ngedi diam ibama ko ya gele fi dami fo ko ibama. Fan tonya be mu kilingol. Amante ko be febo kan or something else. Hani lamo demande ndoro ye ibama ye min fo. Ya no mo mandi ko le min fo ko kumo minen de dam fonya minen tinyam fonya. Moli mini kata mu kamol approach. Ni tata ni motara momi yalon kala balu ala lalo min sata sangitan fa hani wo fanga dafa afa mba wala mfa nyindula de laftala ko dula ni man sako ngadula fanen be dula fanen do la bari wa ha ye kan wala ma mo ye fe wo fe ni be bula public servant ni tata ni be mo wala ne ba wala with respect and moral ni fitata ma de be diamula e nyame ni diamu ta mo kuma di mala hanna mari man songa ma bari kumo fa kumo mi yalon ko de man kuma jo imman harasa kan ima mari harasa ima abuse imman kuma fa mi yalon ka ba dimina afan kan ko nyi min fanga tonya la ta kan fa la kan tonya ilo point nga jeje bakale ko mun ni ka bulam mun ni kata
honestly tonya be nyame ye respect go itakle with respect
bar min ni kata ika fo mo nyame ibi kata no yem lo mo ku do sansa ika ko sansa mo mi yalon ka sangi tanga ba la lo ka bibi Bojang so man kana
Geba kuma kin wala ba it can different treatment di model because mama is fajara different treatment because inata kanne with respect ya faye imataraje but ya fo dindingol na ta ya explain merola tenko reaction was ko yes I can do it, it's not a problem bari inata Thursday ikonyo ko Sunday fabarita 2 nde nyaabe yelerine manoni silo jamfatal and when the construction workers member do venko dal mero still because alafta that she is right she went and approached them ako ndela jang ani nyislo won kay ko no so you remember demolition I give a different information those leading the construction work gave a different information the same people so mbama ko you see lila la dono aji
I think, like I said, I do agree. Communication on Anyanta effective la. They should have given them enough time. Yes. You understand? Inyanta enough time delay la. Inyanta communicate la. But for me, those alongo ebe silol encroach can or they building on where they're not supposed to be. I've got no mercy. And if I were the government, I would charge them for the demolition. Because development, we all talking about development. Accidental siata silol can. So silol for me dada, and silol dada and other people, obviously some people will be happy and others will be unhappy. But in the general public, la benefit less siata than one individual or few individuals, I give a monkey.
Okay. Alinso one second. Alinso. Atol be kono. Mola kata tande.
Daughters, children, husband.
It doesn't matter because they should know. They should know.
Look, you know where the problem is. These people were paying tax as well. They were paying.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
But
when you are buying and selling,
and now paying tax. The councillor, they should have worked together with the councillors to make these people understand. One guy said it, a young man, he said, I don't know why I had this on the radio, but I said it didn't affect me because I was paying tax. And I just went to pay my tax. So there is lack of corruption, lack of competency in the whole system that should have been addressed first to go to these people and tell them that, yes, you are paying tax, but you are also affected. Then this about this old program.
Then so the man. People
on the road. That I
Then so the man. What's on Gambia? Yagele means of a custom officer. I mean by biri banging demolition or Ali Yagele minkata mol no my dollar 5,000. I dollar kota 10,000. I dollar kota 15,000, 20,000. Ka for ko mbale murunda la palaso to yari boy barari ngi nankama di mbale murunda nyi and secondly lafta kuma kilin folale sanyan den ten defangol nyaaya gege sanyan gara so to moto tielu mini yalon ke bije mol ka sije moto selta mo nka nyala jere mo ka ja fata je this year alta tanje ban fata lu kada tanje alta tanje ban tanje sa te kono marse bije but they don't want to sit there Moment son tirege bada to tanje bada ni lefta futala bada fa la tanje pour yedum eji bada la ibuka tano fente fo musol ni mobe be sirin labe be to comprin ni motor rivasa motor sel tante nyala mo kan tanje fa ngoto je alinga tonya be mo Sulemane min gam inyanta la sign ya mol sensitization nyanta mol sensitization baraka mol charge fana ke charge yes amba court because it's too much.
I agree on the situation, but coming for the manner is wrong.
Nobody disagrees. Nobody disagrees.
Mama di kan adiam.
You get all these angry people. You may see in Jobarteh blue, Wafino Tekela, didn't want to tell school, you be a CJ, you be struggle. What kind of banko?
No.
Are you killing
I don't.
You are adding
No. I think what we need to ascertain. There are two things two things which I do agree with you. One, inyante sensitize lano inyanta enough time delay la. Two, police local council inyanta work la hand and gloves so that they can make contingency plans when they remove these people. Iberi locate la damning. Those things should have been considered first before the demolition.
Exactly.
But again, you cannot bring about development by being nice or by walking around people's stores. No, because that's
if you are not nice, that means I give you notice, and as you rightly said, I give you notice, you don't adhere to that. I'm not nice. That I can agree. But people, you give me tomorrow, you come to my store and say tomorrow you will demolish me. And
for the vendors, for the vendors, like you rightly stated, Jeng. We all know before now in Europe people used to sell outside more like in this Sunday market hall.
Yeah.
When I came to UK first, Sunday market hall kata football tindulato. But even that they pay the council. Yeah. Council knows go gal kanaja molka, they sell their second hand things, goods or bagasol me along wafu at cheaper prices compared to the shops. We call that Sunday markets.
Yeah.
So Wolka in Europe. So Bari aka organize it. So you just don't go in the street or silol can ika wolke.
No, but
even Jang, like
we have Camden Town.
Here.
You live in the UK, go to Camden Town, people putting their things on the street. You find people putting their things on the street. The police come and remove you, the councillors will remove you and ask you are not supposed to be here. You see them running in Camden Town. I live in London.
That is what I'm trying to say. That is what I'm trying to say. These things happened here before. But because, the system wasn't complacent. So that's why it didn't have, it's not a precedent, amongst the Kotenke. But in Telia, what happened is, like you said, someone has been there for over 20 years, more than my challenge. So Boba Miralako is his fundamental rights.
It's a right. It's a right.
You understand? So don't be a bendo. So like I remember when I was there, Tobasikana or Christmas or Korite, Banjul Silol Kanje, Albert Market was Sifal, Ika Polisol Kataraje, Paral, and more Castol Soto. They pay to Banjul City Council, Kawol Dila, and Ika Wafirolke. Bari wo wato fana sunyaro ni wo sifal kasiaje bari polisol katara de mafanta ka control ka patrol bari bajela immediately after one terika for one ter ika will clearly bari some of them after will ika continue again and ni taraje you would still see angle see and you will see fal mol kata wafiro ke siloka so taxi will bukanaje. So Serekunda Garaso, there was a time a young vanul ibukason nakana garaso because ikaho nina gaji chakimano near they have to pay it for ikayorule. So they will be in the street and they will not use the car park. So hofana begin must will be like in Lamin must be musol or kill fine because it's not the musol. Ibukason nakataje. They prefer wafiro ke slokan because in their heads motol min katan bije ni motol lota Pasasel ka sandirol ke, or it's easier for people to come on the road and buy than go into the market. But in Tata Marseille to Molbe Walina Jele, wherever you are, in Nila Mola Sulo Bela, they would approach you, they will meet you. So system nyanta system of create like Mea Lonko would enforce these people to stay in the markets and in the shops.
Yeah, and to be in the street.
So
it can be temporal as well, because sometimes they come out and sell and go.
Temporal nyanta would discourage because Intelman temporal. Once you go, once abandon. So until you are temporal today.
Yeah.
So Sifal change. I understand you need to be sympathetic sometimes, but to bring about development,
Suleiman, it's like treat people with dignity and respect. Because these people went to my mother, they were nice because they know there they cannot be not nice. Honestly, they go, you see them in the market treating people like trash. So, and that is annoying. Yes. I mean,
selective justice, lady. So that's what you say.
I know my mom will insult me, but they went to my mother. They were so nice to her, even though the time being ko joda fagata. Why being nice to her? You them to say that could not market be Bill Kama, and they were so rude. So why? Because I'm going to fall for Munula treat anyhow. They will react.
I think development. If you want to bring about development, especially in the third world and anywhere else, I think you need to be forceful in a way, because let's look at
no,
because let's
the opportunity, dignity,
yes,
and
a bit of time.
Then you use the force, but don't you act force, and then you don't care even repercussion. Nit kang la wane, eleg nga wane na gena 22 years manfa. Mayma because suma jajeli suma domi and all the thing domi sa neku fi all ligay nañ daf leen am pour some mayma time. You were so rude that suma yaram sa don I was shaking just watching this. I stopped watching.
Yeah, I think Lolo is a bit bad because for me, a lot of them are unprofessional. A lot of them are unprofessional because I'm not that experienced. Understand? Like let's say for example, fee. I'm not so generous a credit. I'm 20 gigabytes. You have to use it for the month. Whether use Ngako or use Loco, it would still go for the month. Understand? So then they were clearly in a roll over or do roll over. When I went my first trip in 2018, madam, I think the agenda it's about 3,000. So I lolu dina massage for 4 weeks. 7 days later, I'm a data. So my call, I think it was Africell. My call sent customer service. So I was talking to this lady. Man was a moving off telephone. I was so pissed off. I was going to their head office and speak to them. So I said, no, you don't have to, because so far these people are rude. I am the customer. I am the one paying their wages. So you know what I treat with respect. Even if I'm talking nonsense, they should listen to me. You explain and I need more help. So professionalism is nekufa. Understand? So in most offices la. Kena ngadem understand that. Kena ngadem mu wahayo siyara tegin. Now they would want you to know man mai do man mane kali bala ma de ganala corriente nonne hanga man mai ka. Today wa tawal sufeke ne daga am that dole o banyal na bigena. So that's the attitude generally. Why if then what act professionally when we're dealing with the public? Understand that why sometimes it's distressful.
So my observation the observation I got is it's like somebody nekadijai Serekunda Marse for like 13 or 14 or 15 years. I think you'll be fair on that person ngajoko at least a year or 6 months minimum notice and then the civic education to make them understand Because what they're thinking is like they're collecting money from me, so I have the right to sit here. And I'm not right for talk fee because my face my lempo or understand on lolo. So that civic education, you need to educate them, give them enough time before you start reacting or acting. So I think this is what is lacking there.
And also, Mustafa, the lack of communication. Sumayai, one time that was, I think, around last year, there were people who came there from the planning. They have to submit the compound living plan. They submitted because they said they're going to do the road. They came back and said they are not going to be affected. So there is lack of communication here and there. They are not affected. They are not on the road, and that's it. And so everybody, they were fine because I remember that also. So the lack of communication, so
Lolo tamid, I think Lolo is guy nekundi wa benawa.
Yeah.
Because nyom then wara inform contractors this is what we're doing so that they don't give mixed messages, because giving the mixed messages would confuse the public as well. Why, Lena, I know I do agree with you 100%. There should have been enough time, at least minimum usually 3 months.
Yeah.
3 months is minimum. Maximum you get 6 months. You need to clear. Within these 6 months, you need to find an alternative.
Exactly.
Cancel the physical planning. Within that 6 months, they should have made an alternative arrangement for Hamne, then relocate those people.
Yes.
Why? Again, because for 20 years that government definitely, so this government cannot do it. For me, I do not agree with that.
Never agree with this. It's a good exercise. Never agree. This agreement, be attention, be more is the manner at which it's done.
So,
and in certain areas, your Hamne also was not part of the conversation. Being done when the four floor demolished, they also included there. So this is where Nini reaction before la naked, because call like it was
for me, definitely area between one is not included. Take a guy named Mudimolisco. Still to take them to court, guy knew different because they should compensate her.
So I told them, I told my mom, no discussion.
From that, I think education be the lack. They don't tell them exactly feeling what I am, act fun line, stop fun line what I academy on like chikaw yon be regular or feeder roads or fun what I am. They don't tell them the exact way I motor. There's a bit of confusion here. You know, you from now on, you never chikaw yon gi. It's like
add the paying of tax as well, because
and the payment,
pay tax, believe me.
Money from them. Yes, they have this.
Let understand. Paying tax does not mean they are right. They have the legal.
I don't think they know.
So they should be told. They should be told. I don't agree. They should be told. But it's just like I said.
Wow, so they should be about this tax. But council also have to understand. So again, tax people off the road. Let them know that they should come here. They have to move because this is not the place. There's a lot of work that should have been done on the ground. Because that you use a lifestyle.
It's unfair though. It's unfair. It's unfair.
That doesn't help.
For me, to be honest, man, if I'm to develop that place, I'm going to be very ruthless. And
ruthless, but you will give them time. Ruthless, but you will give them time to move.
But I'm going to be very ruthless to bring about that development and changes. I'm like Gambia, man. For me, I think to where we want it in this standard, you need someone who is very uncompromising. Understand? You need someone who is very firm and fair.
Firm and fair. That's exactly. Yeah. But this is firm but not fair.
Yes. So that is it. That's the only way you can bring about the changes that we definitely want. Otherwise, we'll just be talking in circles because there do change. So we'll just talk and we'll be massaging the truth here and there.
this is catastrophic for the government too. Because
no, it is. I do
income you are
understand.
getting, you pay tax income, unemployment, yanko increase, dependency, extreme poverty is coming again to haunt you.
I think it's bad calculation. Bad calculation.
The president, just a couple of days ago, going on top, the one in Alianta Lala Alala. Oh my God!
Anyway,
I was like, is he talking that?
I think
Is he saying that?
Unfortunately,
The president also saying the president corda affect. That's like dropping a needle in the sea. My mother was affected. He didn't do anything, make no difference because his children.
I think I have to leave you here now. Unfortunately.
Yeah, so I understand, you know.
Yeah.
So they may use my regards to them all, yeah. My regards all. Thanks. Thank you, so all right, thanks all. They mimi problem with the new cook on I think Gambian standard, I think Gambian people to a level of understanding, especially Nina the the civic education side of it. I think there's a problem somewhere because model bigay. Some of these things ika politicize le model and the model level of understanding, you need to educate them, put ya understand what is the reason for it. Muneatin is for their own safety and the safety of the public. Because Wosilol, but Ning Mobe Dulato Mialongo has been there for like 10-15 years. I think the city council, the physical planning, and whoever is involved, many be involved in yanda kanyunu karande ka foyeko ning nkakodo mental bulu, you know, amamira ko alnyanda tarala janne pour kamol it because Gambia, honestly, yesterday I was doing program with Imam, the same problem bole fokan, the level of civic education in the Gambia is very lacking, and then the topic fokan, it comes around this core. There's nobody in the Gambia. Ako ate ajaloko Imam Manso the Gambia minka kawando ke about lanjur tol wolka mulina wolnyanta tala silo kana dorom purke dani roge. Ano in the UK or in Norway ning ibulo lanjurta isingo ka kenol isingo lanjurta your brain is still there. So that sort of thing, the education level in the Gambia because molka yanimul lanjurta wol among useful kotenke ite kudol kelano ani wasifal. So Gambia,
Mustafa, the problem is that ntolnga problem o meso do Gambia wole muko man sakunda man respect soto hadama dingola hadama dingola nyanto diala wole muntula biggest problem because natara ntolnga hadama dingol be ak janga hadama dingol respect ngala nyanto diala msi sino le nga call jube nga mo nga haba because e quand for Imam Ranjul to Suleiman Imam hani mol me man Ranjuli me respect hani mo man Ranjul to Imam ol fa ko buka discussion okay na dingol be fakang silo kan ibe be fala ye Imam kili ne jabe diamula be fala la kawandoto ye o moyle Imam moy hani mol men ni nyani singol ni bulol be je wol fango ipuka fe wol ko sakatuma mel Ranjul they will be worse because already mel be normally wol fango la call be worse rine wala nanka fuko Gambia amanke ko fuare yale be ken mol fatale mol be tamakan e faari ngol le be taka because banko fu tawulto so ibaje la ko ni haje ni manya bebe kala ni kendi ngo atondi fang this man who is leading this thing.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Yeah, ni mano ni haje be ni lead la ikamara ko menka ta kelola and then mol be blow kosilaye abe rudely ayalon ko he's not accountable to anybody. He is just accountable to himself and his thing. And then even Melmala Bosti, the minister, including the president, have the same disrespect for the Gambian people. They don't have any care for the Gambian people. Imam Balafa Gambian Olma, Imam Balafa Gambian Dingola, Molmem Fata already, it does a comatunga tenge labang. So, Funga Muru back, Gambia Ngalo Nyameng. Wolem balafa nyo makoyo aning respect ini mole jam momo yala nyanto jela fona maria tinya bari na matinya no kala so it nyanta no menkela which I completely agree moma problems with Gambia barely support nyin doko but ya tinya dame wolem ko imam notice di mola mol ke la wafiro ki jele school fees o ka jo jele domoro ka jo jele ite man sakunda iman do ko wala créer no fa ifangol iman do ko créer no ila ibe mol men fenke kam citizen soul ite do ko men créer no do wala minister soul advisor soul ika wala créer so ite do ko ma créer no mol be balula dame so mol yela fansun do ko won créer ibe woda da yena do nyapite kan cause ni mu nyapin kan walet ni mu nyapin kan walet i nyapite kan men andum wo nyapin kan kono ime respect ime bunya ime horoma yake hormanta yati hanni data be dani lan so few days la ngani bondi wo fango imam pare wala boyla ite mum hadama din nyaadete anu tolke jole na taxo wala ke jo na namo wala ke te jo ko do ko kenye mo mambali silol ya dada mo mambali ka mol bondi silo kan hani melbe dani kan fa amodem agreed iko han sondale bari time dinna ima woke ikana mol ya ye fanke ramboti ndega america movie fangole jude nyinem gambela ramboti because ibe tamale be jinjin la like what because sembo be te bulu bile me ngomen diate yate bari si yes fula sokono ye fan jube president baro men ka foko afangola korda affecté wo mudiam kensenet wo mu nakari diamoleti because president baro fango ya lonko gambian da pasta bulu ka dingol domandi ta bulu ka dendi ko sang ala mole ata bulu ka feta fatoke ata bulu ala bunjo ta bulu wo be gambe dingol ka jole fenta bulu so ni ala korda fangota ya be boy aba lole le kote ka to ko do be abulu jele so ateta ateye day ka fo gambe no ko ye la alala ate president baro fango natara te lata alala munatina akala kodol increase ala salary ka increase munatina ay bilo samba pour yaate nate fintita abe balula menna kato silata foire yala asilata foire yala after presidency wala na yin bilo nate so nate memo president noti ika jonyin kodo men bela hani bi abe silarin ka ke foire ti nabota nyin sira ngoto munatina ay amira aka nyimmella ika nyilmenna fengol boy munana ay amira wotabana minister fanan Ibrahima Sila abeni struggle konole ay kele for justice and right and then journalism where people have to treat with dignity and humanity and rights. It's disappointing for this to happen under his leadership, under his ministry, under his instruction, that Ibrahima Sila, as a minister who lived in the West before, who understand how things are done, who understand how people are treated with rights and dignity, can allow such things to happen under his watch. This is his legacy, because Gambiano doesn't deserve this. Molbe Sontel, Ali Muhammad Dingol treat with respect. Ali Gambiano treat with respect. Ali Bunya, Ali Horoma, Katu ila namol wolle katol balundi. Ila namol latina Ali Dingol Sambano Europe be Karamola J. Ila namol latina Kordabe Bulubi. Ila namol latina be moto bonde be farti la. Ila namol latina. And President Barrow, I allow statement to withdraw. Gambiano yalonko. Alabuka kodo dila. Gambiano ya lonko alabuka domorota aya dila. Gambiano ya lonko ikadoko kele ala ya la barko kije ay finti. And Gambiano ya lonko ite presideno. Ye wo leadership nyato ya le ditela ite baro. Pour ye mol nyato ya ye mako je. Ala yo doko dite fanana. Kato ni president ya jihadolem ani ala batolem. So ite be ala batuka nyame ka Gambiano mako. Ite membe lori je ika fo Gamben dingol eta yela alala mome ya lonko aya kutu mansakunda man fenne kela na manke kanamo table tafas hani dula mebe wafiro kela ma dila hani place o mebe wafiro ka ma dila na manke kanamo kata so ite ka fo moye ko wela alala muntu obela ala nyamen na belari bunkono adingol ye na ko domorwato sita kontongo man tabi wobe ala be mun to leje wo fana ye boje wayna school fees o yembay school fees la ala be je muntu ite president barome ya lonko hanin ke jo menna ya jile ko man kanyan ibe wala fala sako mi nyilme man feso so ndenga mira this is catastrophic and nyimbe president baro hontlale and all the ministers everybody responsible nyimbe hontlale kato banko dingol alye wole torandi alye tajarante yake kan alye kol ke meyalon ko amanyang ali banko dingol respect ala dati ka banko dingol respect ke bunya ke horma ninsi keno in a different way meyalon ko albe hormal so nde kanyine fo molbe bulo ko sile ha molbe support la ha ni diamuta molka fo politico yes politico le katu politico le atinna ibe nyilla fengol boyndi kan politico le atinna barobe siri ndame même ronta wala mo partisan politique ha bari do la live be mo political so nta bondino la nyin kono because political decision ye wala make pour ka nyin ko ke me yalon ko ay gambe dingol be afet sa im baro felenta be siri dingol be falan be do kono dingol be borila young boy sol dol fango be diamu kam iko be afla kontroleta nganata bakwe be siri be nyin koto don dingol la yenata yo fana boy dinga youth ite la youth baro la budgeto jube Ministry of Youth la budgeto jube utumole kalon ko baro doesn't have any interest na manke na dindingol because barola budgeto is almost the same as the Minister of Youth. Or imagine baro state house la budgeto almost the same as the Minister of Youth. Where mu interest to banku dingol baro man ankre bare bi sira be jelela ala to video la moy he was talking hani backway akafuko wo hewtale nu stowe wo munu time wo stowe kolem stowe baroko wole compare backway ni stowe wol fatatale e manke krenti stowe wo time wo wolem nyilbe doko nyine wala ka dum kulungol kono ka doko nyine je den ye kana eta Europe nyin di ningol ka fale ko ngafa wole fisiata ngasi gambe jange ta e tunem ba kono ila molbe siri dole film bukedi nyimbato dolbe wintale kono no way jang banying ayadati leka ice aka ice le ika tama kan ika moto borinda kan that is how bad it is ya juben dingol ye tunen wokono ye fa ye jolon nyim bakono ye tunen imagine nyin dingol ka fa nyame a fa nya fam ite president no be lori ka wo compare an stowe ni nyim fatatale mon men ka president no honestly internet do be kerine I see akata internet I call Google ay Google ke backway ay Google ke call de afana ye karan akana si doron mol ka femol faye because I see ay karan ni na sita iko crisis le be kerim backway ay Google ay be karan I have an update so that nabe kumol fola asafo anyanta fola nyame nabe kumol fola asafo ko president baro abeno foire yalla kadu fentable abeno foire yalla gamben dingol le yake millionnaire oti bi. So I see, I reflect. Ko molme yalandi je, molme ye place o diala, wolle be faka nyinsi loka. Molme ye place o diala, molme ye karto fayal, wolle aka wolla marchandise wolle tinya aka wolla domor dula. Atela domor dula man tinyade abe woda da kan. Ni ye budgeto jube bi. President Barrow ba fangole ye je, hani agriculture. I was shocked. Ni agriculture je, ye kono men lande agriculture. Ni trade abenyi mol men na bagasol boydila minister of trade la budgeto fana jube fentije bara atela sidula aning advisors or abemen adla aning the first lady la office you will dadali so baro beje aba fan dadala anala minister so ye fata gambia dingol ma ye bula ni la ta kumen kala ici ini gambia dingol ye diamo GRTS bi jele QTV be jele all the media houses be jele they isi run down ke mol be ni information no soto ye mol prepare ikatama sai ikatama mol ya kete boyde isi woke no le bring katama mol be akafoy ko nyintari da 6 months 1 year nga wole soto ka nyim boyde mol information ini cancel do ko ke banku dingol la life ila niol ikana ke party santi fo ini cancel do ka do ko keno or in KMC nyolemo for Banjo City Council for Birkama il si ya jeko Gambia dingol niyo lebe president Robulo anala mansakunda ye fata Gambia dingol ke torandi Gambia dingol fatale de imantara amanke ko foyare be kere ifata
kumada bake ndey yemin fojang na observation no to fanan ni ajibe mol min be nyin ko mandey ibeketa mollete minni alonko inene benum bantale o inene benum struggle kono bare hani sain wo kusi fal akake under their watch nte malong I don't know mol nibe outside the system they're good but ni dunda nying system o kono different it looks like a different person's lesson of minni alonko katara in office and in action and then molla nyanto nay you know it's something me alonko nde aka kumaya ya bake surtout mol minni alonko imu fuaro leti because fuaria ntulnga lonne nga nenele nga jele abe nyameng aninga kake nyameng so ni ake molla ala demina surtout momi alonko ako aba try kan ne purka cool sone andi amala fikata bakwe number 1 ando aka dimba yalle balonde ala wodulado ni bo wala dula boyla o eba tinyana ngamere inyanta hakil mayala ko nyim fanam mu banku dingolati ko nde fanam mu banku dingoti nyame pour nga place on ni sembo soto nyim fanam na nyanto nyanta wo bunyala le pour kaje ko nyina nyanto wala katina e kanti jo so gambianol dobi ni ba place oto malong ikamayadi lende I don't get it
yalon because Gambianol fangoma understand because yalon tol na leadership be imang Gambianol educate about citizenship and mune mwila nyanto ti mune mwila rights ti so Gambianol fangoma lonko mil fango to lakodo wole ke tol balundi jama malo jama ka mi ko drong ha be do ko le be jola you know ko do man sa kunda ka ko do don to la na ri bu kalon ko dol fango la namo wole ka nyil fanan joni melbe siri nje fanan ndeka wo question o ask the same question munati na gambe nol melbe Europe ni sita Europe ye doko keje imam hanyi menkela je e ka oke Gambia imam hanyi la tubabol treat la nyamen o even mol membe livre be dame Europe ni afata Gambia e ka wosi farke wo kante jakale bari it all boils down because system o membe je aman respect soto hadama dingot aman gambe dingol la nyanto dila aman ame respect wala tina nyimbe kake because natara nung komi ye Europe ya tara jang ni nata Europe ifongo ya lonko mola nyanto is at the highest level ike hakil to le fang ini mole dunyot hanin tol membe do ko la like managerial level hanibe mo bayla you go to different stages to make sure ko na mari ye samba ay company samba to the labor union or this thing it do not trouble ko you go to the first time on day I work as a manager I couldn't even understand because you Gambia Jiko Bela. You had this understanding. Why wouldn't we get rid of the no? You have to go. You have to go through this process because right. We are going to pay the price for it, and it's not even the public shaming. As a company, you're treating people like that. Okay, the company be falling because people will protest because they can more treat nyamente de sandiro kelaji wo be kanal but Gambia wolete je because mamol government man interest to government nata nyilbe iman interest to ka kanamol karandi ki la citizen ya kumande ya so that ya understand ko itule sindije so ninyi fanana ika capitalize wole kono ni nata do ye dunko kono system mo be nyame wole mko isi Gambia ne yata mo ko si ya ne ya bayla office to ye ko beke fete bolaje because itele sembo be telebul haninte tata ngi report wol ka fole ko ni tata police na fa ata la katu ni ñi sembo so ko be kata wo system mo len
yalon telon jamati ha komi gafi yalon telon jamati
yalon telon jamati mekari kumandila mekari fenkela and ñina na ñin call is very important ndenga kele wala nan ka fo wato haninte la family nka fo ene when you go to do transaction follow the rules don't go left don't go right just go straight and I was so happy younger brother when we were talking about this issue of digital you know what I really like and I learned every time when you ask us to do things you say follow the rules do it right don't go even when you say I have a friend there I said I don't care about your friend go and do it straight so at the end these things help wole nyanta bola system wole nyanta falina gambe dingo ya lonko nintata dulato na nyanchole puka koke man mo need membe makoila man need ka kodo di man need ka mo dani na rice lem bari hani man be sitting office hani ye dani nyum ken nga jube ni mol ba dani kan give me some few days hani jam fango Honey, koto nata. Is it ano ya foko mom fenke no, but I need time for that. Kodo ya jube kote ko ya foko okay. Na time di enough for this time. But he doesn't even want to talk because come on respect soto nying hada madingol. Aman respect soto nying gambe no la kamen min mazam. And I'm going back. I know Obama, but you know, Obama, they knew they cannot treat her with disrespect. They went there and talked to her nicely. So why can't you do the same thing with ini Melkamit Marsekono? Umelbe wafirola. Umeli alonko. Uleka atina bi itebe siri dame. Why? The majority, all of them, either they obey. Ima mon prepare, ime parendi, yela fongol beta ya jud mama so. Honey cleaning up. After that, yes, you demolish. Then anaya clear because these people don't have even the resources. Yela dunya betnya. Don't ka foko ila bagaso ya samba ila cabineto le kono ila bungol kono. So imagine you'll be living nyame ila bungol to. Yenyi bagaso be dundije. Don't have foko ibena one terra le because they don't know what to do. Itema will be plan. Ima will be prepare. Imang hadama dingol. The problem is that Mustafa mang hadama digambe dingol respect. Katunta fala imang hadama dingol respect. Kati hadama dingol respect ni be Europe ike respect le. Ni be doko la jang ike respect le. Ni be Gambia imang Gambia dingol ke femti. Imeke tafasti. Well, I bet it boils down to that.
Yeah, it is painful and sometimes near jibe. More minika bataje pake adi the poor me along trying to make the ends meet, you know, and then I don't get it, to be fair, you know, the bring jibe abakeri and then the way and manner me along I feel there is some sort of, you know, heartlessness in this process, to be fair, you know.
Very heartless. Very heartless. Look at the man. Don't be fang o ngamere ko fo barola mole malam. I remember the first time for be calling Kela ka Minister Kumandi ka thala muto te bolaje because he has some powers. He has some power and support, whatever ka foko ha ndabundi la janyi muto te bolajang. And then the Belorinje, he called minister, he called here and there, the baby loring, bafloko ha minister and Kumandi but the minister didn't intervene. You just see the difference. You just see the different treatment of Namol. Wole nyanta stop la. Gambe dingol mu gambe dingol leti. Mol nyante treat la le respect go dila. Sako mon me yalon ko be do ko kala suto nin tilo. Ni katara marse kono fo suto. Ita ka wuli somandale 9 o'clock ni gambe no official to late ye wole no. 9 o'clock wa 10 fango man fu da official. 3 o'clock 4 ibe botaje. Ni musul ningol ka wuli ken ningol mel bebe marse to ka wuli 5 a.m. Ika wuli ikata marse wali. Ye taraje fo suto 6 7 yani bela bagaso ye sei la so ko da tabelo ko dingolje. That shows commitment, resilience, determination to survive outside of government. That needs to be respected and that needs to be valued. And government nyanta wo value lale, anyanta wo respect lale, anyanta wo hormale wo taro wo mantara sunyaro la mansa kundato. Imandata corruption la, imandara mo dalila. Ibe sirinje iba mutala suto nintilo wo bunyaro mansa kundanya murundi le kane. There is no Gambian citizen as patriotic as these people who sit in that market. Tilobe kandirin ko wit hani tata gameni dunda wotu ika hawjile pour ka finti abe chokopring imanda de pour even a decent abe chokopring ha it will fananka contribute but this system more correct anu this thing shouldn't even be there hani bi alko bital tara la jele ngal tajarante ya katu nimu tajarante reality. Yes, it's legal to go and remove people from the street. That is true. But tajaranteya fana neketa je the manner in which ye night banku dingol ye torandi nyame ye taraji nyame. President Barrow again. The buck stop on you. Itele president oti. Itele leadership betele kan de data molto melka foko moleka diamundi moleka nene hey social media be kerine. The whole world is digital. Karang go out to social media. Doom Facebook ya jube molka memfo. Dung netoto ya jube mol ka même fo mol lamoy newspaper sol bi janne lamoy online radio bi lamoy mo kana fo kan lamoy ni lamoy fongo be silale e cool je fongo la cool be say ka televise le say a baby video bi jele everything is there mote nene no la mote fenkila ikana fo ko ya tale ya dada te wote tonyati si karang because ni fintita utumole fango balonna how much you have hurt the Gambian people imantara ta ku banko mantara ta ku si ya jube banko nyata tara janen 2 years ya wala soto 2 years ya wala soto ni manyim banko samba anyam banko kata silomento ni me hakatu kelole be fango bondelaji honestly because when people are tired you mol push to the corner you mol push to the thing ni mol di amne ka ko ha kelo ali mol da handi that's the fact because you mol push for man niji no ibine kanne president baro and no amount of military or army can protect you from the people angry people and tired desperate and people who have nowhere to breathe so what is important for
I think we need to be mindful about the Gambia from the state of current affairs because near GV day, what makes it a bit sad is TRRC botekerin mul bijele ibe siring ye mul minna mul fa ibe kamfaring ibe siring. Okay, saying will be seen ibe kamfaring, people need to be very careful, you know. Wobada jefarang niye kuulin di miya lonko April 11 kitaja modul la mul be siring ibe kamfaring. Mansa kunda min tambida ay modul la mol min tocho ay sorong ay cool kela wol fanam be siring ibe kamfaring. So yenying demolition fanam wulindi yemol la dulal tinya yewol ke nyama. So it's like Gambia, I think we need to be careful.
No, but yalong Mustafa, President Barrow ala problem momenti I think among care because maybe I am miracle ECOWAS babulule nothing can happen. And I'm going to say it after they can even go and tell me that I'm threatening. I don't give a femco because I'm tired of these people. ECOWAS le budget mote fenke no la military budget mote fenke no la. You know the population when they rise up, there's no amount of army that can stop them because they are willing to die. Just like kukili nyanta President Barrow Karandila, Nimbakwe syndrome. Ko dindingol ka wulile yalon ko ikata ina sayale walin. And iko they would rather go and die than stay in the Gambia. Nyanta any Gambian Karandila. When people are tired and desperate, then death becomes secondary matter. And anyanta wole sila I walk you because like there's a lot of signal that is coming out that person ye memfo molbe siri nila kamfa ye membe kela tajarante ya membe kela ya jamela regimoni AFPRC ibe siri femman boje the same people wolle be banko ron na bi wo kamfa bebe mbekulu hanin defa wonka kamfa ye wo kamfa bebe
in the front line ha ibe palaso to hansay
hanin tembe kamfa even be sirinya be kamfa wolle be banko ron na sidi njay be pati la be fresh Gambian money abe utala ba dun la ba tasare la be don na be mol nyaawa la kato wo mu nyaawaro in this day. People are angry with that. Tu yena yenyin demolition o ke mola baludula niaje mol me danko. Niaje mo jama me fale because ye dula soto lebe wulla soma da ka fon de fa mbuka baro la mol ka wala fa mbuka baro fa la moy ala diamo afale kala mo de bukala ika wuli soma le tela marse wa fi ese yete so yete la hajola because ila livelihood itole ofen. Then you have the back way. Dindingol be borila banko to because ya feel like imang they cannot breathe. They cannot breathe. It's not just kofang fuareya. They cannot breathe. So they would rather go and try and die than even sitting doing nothing. Wofanam bije. Then drug soul. Drug soul bendingol fakang abe banka. Drug soul ba moma long mental health issues. Molbe na faro. The amount of killing at this moment. Namre ya Jammeh da male wo record from a break. Wo fanam bije. Ibe mol deport la mela lonko ila tema fango ila kordal na flol be dunta je. Yo wol fanam murundi wol fanam be siri. You have all these factors, all these elements sitting like a cocktail. Ibe siri, you think everything is okay? Ika foko ikata naka meet the people's talk. The president should have come with a press conference, emergency calling for national discourse, emergency call. We are having a national crisis with these young people and the back way. I've even seen President Barrow I press statement on that. Ma'am, the Minister of Youth, I press statement or I conference on that to declare the country that is in crisis with the youth, because that's where we are. Say Mabang, the budget for the Minister of Youth, honestly, is sickening. The budget is almost the same as the president officer. You care about the Ndingo? The Minister of Trade la budget is so low. You care farmers solikata meat. You care about them? Because you see, there is lack of information because farmers all buka long you care treat nyamen. Because budget man sakunda la da paso. Wole ka yitandi iketa nyame. Akamuta ko nibe soko no muso be bulu. Ibama beje soko no. Nibe da paso dila. Ni da pas jamadi ibama la. Yalla ikalo ke ya iketa tele. Ye da pas jamadi ila musola. Ibama si complain ko ikata pas jamale di ila musola because iketa tele. It's the same thing and in budget mu da paso leti. Ye da paso dundi dameng mo. JLM ka yitandi ila interest be dameng. Barola interest ba afangoto budgeto jubi budgeto la direction ako ay ko clear for panansule Mustafa Batunga wa clear janida ako European sol ka fa ko mel ka mako ka fole ko abe akadoku jamale ka nyata la doko talala Gambian dingol yalon the problem is iba fala ya ay doko talala kadu aka silol lelo silol buka pare tu aka silol men lo fa man na fa le nati aka munta ko dorong Mustafa ko ibe company ron la ko la company nyanta expand la le ay tara banjul fo serekunda nyanta official jele la jele ye bitiko jele je ila business mi ngata ibe maseto wa fola ye ko do make so ila CEO ko sai ali fen ko bitiko yele dulabe itata ye bitiko be ta ya rent ye bitiko yele abebe lorinde marchandise man dun no bitiko kon kapi man ko do so pour ka marchandise keje wala ima marchandise keje fe man tara je biti ken sangol be lori onati neta fo ibe bayla le ni compagnie ke bayle kapi ba fa ko te mela do ko lo so nyil kay tan di baroko amanta la do ko kela anyama ate nata ate bo explain like camera ko wol ka mun control those people ni la bolo bondi ka stop budget support Gambia sambila masa ko dabe boyla honestly wol ba fly ko ibe silo lo kan ne but it's not really addressing the needs and the silo fango amantara parekan is wastage of resources it can wole fire directly at a will understand so and a minister so let them explain these things for I understand ko nil ma fire because they want to control you no Jeng ni ekododi citizen ol fananka fole ko ibe kododi nga munejeje ika report le man sakunda masakala European Union ka report back to the citizens ka foyo ko nganyine ke Gambia nyini ne and citizen ol fanaka sile ya kisikite ya jube fo nyemu ne then they go and also counter it wala ye agree so amanke fenti European Union mantara ko Gambia ta ka squeeze anything ika mem fo baroye ko ila do ko man nafa soto ika nyu silol menlo amamol nafa ila banko be bataring so focuso a falling ibulo falling yela tamar ndinja falling ye wole fay
okay ndey Ibrahima Silla ndenga lonne ite ya lonne ate ya lonne kolta da nyamen fobi abesirin damen kol minne ba ko nyin ni kake imamira ndey anyanta miro sotolale mim manke nyingti coming kol bitaka nyamen anda ba jekan ate bota damen aning abota minni kono ayaji minni ketanung jang mbenya ya jele ndey your thoughts on anyimanya ning ila ministry
Ayalong Mustafa coming after yamming Ibrahim Silla ante I'm very disappointed I am disappointed back because I believe ko ay kelo kele pour falingo yeke ay kelo kele pour mol la nyanto ya soto ay kelo kele pour mole treat with dignity and respect barika pour ate under his watch, under his ministry, because Ibrahim ta fulante ko mantara nyinje ba jekan. So nitol sita mera doko ka nyama for last minute oli be boring wala, and people have to pay a price for it to lack incompetence and lack of planning and lack of caring for them. War is very disappointing and it's very sad. Malo fangolem because don't expect like more members than diaspora, especially more members in struggle kono ni nata ibe cool tamandi la nyamale ibe falling more tamandi la nyamale ibe values no libanatele ni agente have been supporting youngs and I've worked with youngs. Ni Ibrahim haven't worked really directly, we've been indirectly, but youngs I've worked with him directly, and I saw and I said, the youngs I know, he will deliver unless he change, unless there's something in this system that changes. But the youngs I know, he will go and do the work. I was expecting the same thing from Ibrahim Silako. You would be even better in planning. You will get your people, sit your people down. Plan. How do we do it? And I'm sure it's yesterday for last minute timetable, so they have to go and demolish people and then be so stressed and then put so much pressure on these workers. They go to the point that if I will become like a demon, because this is demonic. Ningayo, the way he behaved is so demonic. They have to behave demonic to do the job, because of course there is pressure there. Why can't they do this thing right? Why can't this government get things right? Ibrahim Asila is there. You are the minister. Sit down and think through what is going on. I see I have a Jube Bank. I see I need Doku ko Jube Bank. I see I Jube Nilu Mol Tilkanyame. And no matter if you moka for Yoko, ha, and Defongola. I saw my friend from Os Bojang, governor, Abafalako, Defanana Korda, and Defanana Koda after near Osla. Near Osla Korda by Boyd. It's the same with Barrow. And they Os affect like ordinary people in the market. Come on, Os. Say, Os has been an activist. Then Os student time of Hello Menke, then Peters, we were together there. We fought for rights. We fought for us not to be even entangled. Even student period. For him to sit down there and casually say that, I was like, come on, Os. You cannot say that. So these things that Namol Nyanta, honestly, let them reflect back. Yeah, you Gambian more like Nyanto Dila. The dignity, the honor, the respect. Hani Gambian, I'm sure Nini Diamta in certain way in Marcel Kono in Bitikono. They will understand, they will feel it. But it can't go Niman Semboke don Gambian Buke understand. Because near Dalin the Wolela. So they do it. Let's start treating them with humanity. So that if all you go, Ninyanta Kelale. You treat them with humanity because you have that. Everything come far. How is the official? You guys can know a man can attempt he I say can. Where while you can. We have to change the dimension. Gambia, we need therapy. Maybe we need therapy as a country. We need rehabilitation as a country because 22 years of dictatorship. It was a lot of people. Maybe we need therapy. We need therapy. We need to look at ourselves and revisit ourselves.
That's why they mela kumakuntu wale yatin nandeka ko the therapy could come in only one main format. That is to civic educate people. More. Ya no yefana minno. For Dr. Yalomba, yemol civic educate on the doctor side of it. Ko nika nyinge eka drogma eka nyinge eka educate people about that. Ning ataranung eka almame yaleke. Ni tata almama ibi juma salindirola kutuboto afoje ko nalketa teng ning teng alakoteng anin nying alkurano nyindefo. You educate people. Coming more ibe fanna minto yeming no ya understand. You come and tell people. Handing ataranunga bakela more fulaleba understand na that 2 people could change another 3 people. So we will get there eventually. But ning molia bulako well, Mr. X Kakele, So that is right. So abakela nomlete luati dulabeto. This is the problem we have ne. Wala ya tinna.
We have religious crisis fango because ndola misirme ya fango sai adasatale you question bankome ya lonko dawda idunta dawda iba fale ko masala people are trying to show you go to learn religious ta hani kundi for social media ye neng ye haramindi ye ke haramoti the same banko wale ka go through this ndema ngamem for before man imam je men lota kadiamu nyimbakwe na dingol be faka man imam je men lota abetiamu la demolition of the humanity part of it man imam je because woman ke political is a human Islam, even there is political Islam as well.
Yeah.
Yes. We have to talk about the reality because Islam is about more because ni more mantara kairo kono ila misin me yabe kala nyade ila ala batu nyabe kala nyade ite be salola iba mirala ta paso be la munto ite be salola iba mira school fees obe jola munto ite be salola iba mira
I will post a correction here. Ilama, the correction very simple. It's simple and critical. Ma post la janga fuko. Okay. Mon mi bijangal nyininka. Jammeh anim marase jamale kumayat. I need an answer. Mela fila wo answer la jang. Aning mo Adama dingo human being anin dino jamala kumata. These are the two questions. Momo se nyinjabi no, please drop a comment for me. I've got answers to that. Nenga answer nyilone. Mo aning dino jamala kumata. Jammeh aning marase jamala kumata.
Mustafa, you Dino, human being comes before Dino. Mole nata before Dino. So you cannot have Dino without Hadamadingo. So for Hadamadingo soto, ya make so Hadamadingo fana ye ni Dino anyento because neje be molka si fanka Dino fenke sunyara be saring Gambia with all the Dino because Hadamaya wole fata.
Yes.
So for mola Hadamaya dia la first. Purka Dino taka dia la Dino practice anyanta practice la nyame. So this is where the problem is. So for you often nati, the other question I can't even remember the other question you're thinking about.
Well, marase aning Jammeh.
Niamo ibita no Jammeh oyatara ye fenso to lebe men domala for one.
Thank you.
Because Niko ibita Jammeh yeta ambita salon. Obatira fembe bulu ibe men domala cool bebe sone yari. Because ni hakilo mantaraje because these are mental health issues fana. Fuareyamu mental health issue leti. Akila mental health. Don't go for echo. One time there was somebody talking about bilai stresso yo mutalen salta fo fenkol ka jakasimbulu rakol ka jakasimbulu. That is and then motherfucker Allah kumara ite nyum kafiro kako no because it's a mental health issue.
Exactly.
It's a mental health issue because ila mental health and stability anyanda tarala jere for you to be able to focus ka ala batu enyanta batula nyame. So these are some of these things that Molbuka will accept. So funga jube, funga mo hadamaya, hani dino, hadamaya le nata first. Mola hadamaya, mola nyanto, dino fong. That is what it talks about. So funga ta wunya na imamul Gambia political crisis, social crisis, value crisis, religious crisis. Ndonga bere soto nyimbanko to sign. Because people are dead. More fatally. For amanke Gambia for real we can more fatally. So funga woko jube and I hope
I like your answer, Nay. The answer is very straightforward. And the near common sense mimbi janning ibasalila asantare doni ko so ikono ba fare priye salo keno. And Janibe Dino for Asara Mobi, ni Moti Dino Betarala Mundole. So these are the things we did a debate on this. And then a lot of people come to agree that yes, it has to be market first, then more first, then market, and then Dino Ninying, the rest would follow. What Tata back in the day, it has been intense and then bitten to la bake. Ila observational to kula mi alon ko nakachak mo bi janem bitande okay nyin demolition on fenne di mol dakao trala ha bari a Kenya mo kuleti mi alon ko ay mol be sulale. So your final thoughts nyin demolition exercise min be caring Yamira minabakela ila final thoughts ning observation oti day.
Ante ba fola mole doron ko haketu ka tumbela man sakundalem weda laftala man lafala weda nga support mbela man sakundalem ko mbe hako boyla man sakunda mbela man sakunda ke treat nyame andum mbe hako fanam boyla ko ike disrespect nyame ima respect go dila ama ebe nyin ko kala nyame andum ba fola man sakunda siya fan jube koteke aya fan jube ay banko jube kat banko man tarata kan mol gambia mol be tama kan bari fari ngol le katama ay banko tama ndi ya jube koteke ye si ya jube be banko tama nyamen fa preta ka kodo men ta ka lafa kan ay wol be tala mol men ka fa ko kodo lafa wol man taratu nya fulay ay o kodo tala ay adi ministry youth nyol agriculture and trade I had done the J so that you do ko ke ye mol makoy mba fula mol men minister sol public servant ol men be do ko kala gambe dingol le ka namo jo e ka tol jo ali respect ali bunya ali horma ngal dani wolela so mba fula president o ko baro ba tele blude ko ku keta nyin be ka nyin kol men be ke tajan seya men be ke kan baro ba tele bu at the end of the day ba account la atele account so I see I reflect wala aka nyin AFPRC mola nyin melbe nati be man sakunda kono me ngomen diate ka fay ko nyin ke kane danku social media lem ye menke ya jamela be wole ke la te fanana so mbe molbe dan lambe hakobe la molbe mbe afula ala barka molbe membe la moyro la melin tolbe hanibi ni evento la moyla bafula musafa barka fanam time on and everything and yeah, ala barka because these things are emotional. It's even though Mesiri Jang Bena Doko la Haninde Mandoko ke be no way government will pay me eventually. So it's not like people have anything but akamukwea mo leda ako dimentale da so mafula ala barka bak
In Barabak and day, thank you so much. Okay, bro, lower land giveral mobe dawda anibe watu to nyinona lokung jamano program o minka soto kapana Skype or radio and TV services. Kamol dani kukile na momo ya je komin forajang abe mol educate like you can share the program, you can pass the message on so that mo jamasa moino nyame in future tomorrow lokun nala program o nyin kanale 7 o'clock 6 o'clock 5 o'clock UK time every weekend 6 o'clock UK time the program o nyin kana for 7 water is in the more beta. Thank you all for your comments and contributions. More beta to Lambe Yela Nivero Kang and Lamar Kunimaka. Come on Skype or radio and TV services on Albadi Malo Mustafa Jammeh Membesir in program or Kuna Fosibit Nala Inshallah Alimara.